Hey everybody, it's Marisa Monkey here, and this is going to be my Casey Undercover Season 1 episode something, I can't remember, review and rundown. Team Beach 2 is later. So anyway, yeah, we're going to be doing some Casey Undercover stuff, talk about it. We returned, this was a special night in time, obviously, because of the Team Beach 2 premiere night. I loved this episode. This actually, I knew it was going to be great, but it was more than great, probably like the best, not the best, but like one of the, I don't know, it was really great. It was like one of the best episodes in the season. Mainly because it was just so fun and well executed, it was really cool, and it was just like really great. So let's talk about it. So Casey gets an assignment from the White House. She gets teased a lot from like, oh, the big guy asked for you, the president. And then it ended up being Stanley, which is the head of security or whatever. So anyway, yeah, but he gives her an assignment to watch the president's daughter. Really, I think that's what's happening, because whenever I saw the promo, I was like, it's not, like, I don't want to get too far into this, but it's not the actual president. They use like a fake president. Like, if you guys remember Corey in the House, since they wanted to use a president as a regular, they just made up their own president, which is what Casey Undercover did, mainly because, I'm not going to get too far into this, but because of, like, common sense. Like, you guys know what I'm talking about. Like, the president's daughter in this episode was a little bit cray, so they didn't want to, like, if you guys know what I mean, so they didn't want to speculate anything with the actual president. You guys know what I'm talking about. I think if you guys know what I'm talking about, you guys know. But I just think that's why they didn't use the actual president. Mainly because also it's like, you know what I mean? It's just weird like that, because it's like so much media and like stuff going on with the president's daughter in this episode, and speculation of her character, and they just didn't want to do that with like the real name and like the actual president and the actual president's daughter and all that stuff. You guys know what I'm talking about. I just hope you guys know what I'm saying. So anyway, yeah, but they just used I think it's President Montgomery was the name of the president in this episode in Casey Undercover's world, I guess. Which is kind of weird. Where does it land in the Disney Channel world? Because you guys know Disney does a bunch of crossovers. I call it the Disneyverse, to be shorter or something like that. Just because, like, it's a universe, like, Jesse's up in here in New York, and then, like, Wisconsin's over there, and, you know, Liv and Maddie, they've crossed over before. So, you know what I mean? Like, they all exist in the same world. So Casey Undercover didn't use the actual president. They made up their own president. Which I'm wondering, what does that leave for them? I don't know. Like, they'll probably just do something like season 2 or 3 where they actually cross over, and it's just, like, it's not, you know what I mean? It's just, they'll probably just need to fix that, patch that up. But I just think that they didn't use the actual president because you guys know what I'm talking about. So anyway, yeah. But it turns out that Casey has to watch the president's daughter, which is referred to in this episode as the West Wing Wild Child, and she has to watch this college, student, which is the president's daughter, which is actually goes through, you know, a thing where she ditches Secret Service. She, you know, wants attention, but she wants attention, like Casey says, towards her father. She wants her father to pay attention, mainly because he's busy. I think that's happened before in like another movie or something. I don't know if they did, or something else. I don't know. Maybe it's happened, I think, before in a show where it's just like that, where there's like a president episode or whatever, and like the president's daughter and all that stuff. You guys probably seen it somewhere else, but if you have, comment down below of where you've seen that storyline take place. But it just seems to me like that's happened more than once in TV. So yeah, but that's gonna be happening, or at least someone else that's like really famous. Like, if you guys remember Jesse, the episode where the little girl's dad was like a casting person or whatever, and like she was like a mean little girl, wanted attention, and Jesse fixed that up. Kind of like that, except the president way. So yeah, that ends up being that while that's happening, while she's getting to know, I really love Zendaya's look in this episode too, like her old Casey Undercover look. Get it, Casey Undercover. Like the whole undercover look that she's a college student, really cool. It looks actually really cool. So whoever did that wardrobe and hair and junk like that, it kind of looked different. So it did actually look like she was a college student. So instead of like how she usually dresses, so it kind of changes it up. So I kind of believed, like, if I was just watching the show for the first time, I would have thought she was actually in college. So props to that as well. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, but while this was all happening, Ernie and Judy have a side story where the two younger brothers, Petey and his friend, I don't remember his name, but they come to Judy's house and they join up with Ernie to do some scout stuff. But it turns out, I really expected that story to be a little bit bigger, but whatever. Like, the side stories aren't usually the best, to be honest. Like, it's not because of the actors, or it's not because of, like, the character, just because of how they write the story sometimes, where it's just, like, it's not as interesting as what we're dealing with over here, rather than what we're doing over here. And an example of that is Kira. All the characters were in this episode. Kira, which is Casey's mom, was in this side story, yet she traveled over to this side story. When she was the barista and the cheerleader, and she talked about George Clooney, she kind of jumped back and forth from, like, being, well, not really, but she kind of was in this story, you know, in the position where she was with Craig, and then she made it over to here, whereas it's just so interesting, whereas this story with Judy and Ernie isn't really that great. Like, some of them are great, like with Zane and, like, the tech videos, like the tech support thing, that was hilarious. And they just get captured, which is, in this story, crosses into that one. But this one was really just, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that story wasn't as good as what we were dealing with over here, but, you know, whatever, I don't know. But, mainly because this was a Casey solo mission, so it really didn't affect them at all. But they still did some stuff that was really funny, so Judy thinks that she's fun, but the others just think that she's not. So let's talk about Marisa. Marisa joins Casey's mission, apparently, but even though she's not a spy, I don't know why she joined the mission. But anyway, she just wanted to be with in this mission, because she's so interested in Casey's life, as we learned before in previous episodes, and her spy missions, and so she joins as Clarissa, not a very good fake name, Party Dar, I guess, I don't know what that even means, but, yeah, she joins and then Casey kind of blows her cover with the president's daughter, and then she saves her, and then they turn out being friends again, and you guys know how that all works. But yeah, so I just thought it was kind of funny how Marisa joined in on the mission, though she was not a spy. So yeah, but she proved that she can kind of be a spy. It would actually kind of be weird if they did make her a spy. What would it be like? I don't know. Maybe that'll happen in a future season, like they make her into a spy. I don't think that will happen, but still, you know what I mean? Like, it was the way it plays, Harper didn't become a wizard. So I don't think Marisa will become a spy, if you guys know what I'm talking about. So I just think that it's funnier when Marisa just joins in on the things rather than being a spy. Like, if she was a spy, it wouldn't be that funny. So, yeah, but that's pretty much all I gotta say about this episode. It was amazing. I love this episode so much. Comment down below if you guys like this episode as well. Links up here, links down there. And you guys can go check out. Follow my Twitter, Instagram, all that junk. Follow that stuff if you want to get updates on stuff like that. I also watched Teen Beach 2 and live tweeted for that as well. So a review will be coming later on. Possibly today, possibly not. I don't know. But definitely this week. Along with the bonus video for Best Friends Whenever, I was thinking of reviewing it, but I just review so much stuff that I just really don't have time for that one, even though it's a Sunday show. So yeah, but I really do like the show. I think this is probably one of my favorite shows, Best Friends Whenever right now, because it's so, like, it's so cool. Like, I just think the time traveling, everything like that is just gonna get super cool. Like, sci-fi kind of, with, like, Barry and all that stuff. But I'll talk about that in the bonus video, so thanks guys for watching this. See yous later. Bye-bye.